Hey YouTube, Donnie Smith here, and I've got another Q&A for you. Had a question on my channel about stripping paint. If I'm going to paint a car the same color, how much do I strip off? Well, I'm going to answer that question in this video. So John Watterson says, great job to you and the team. If you're planning on painting a car the same color, how far do you need to strip down the vehicle? And what they're talking about here is I had a video, I believe that's one where we're repainting a Mustang. We are changing colors and probably talking about the color change and things like that in that video. But what he's asking is, if he's not going to change the color, how far down do you have to strip the paint? There's really several answers to this because it's going to determine on what kind of condition your paint is in, what you're going to be painting over. I mean, is it factory paint that's never been painted that's in excellent condition? If that's the case, all you have to do is use anywhere between 400 and 600 grit and sand it down with that. And you're not trying to strip any off necessarily. I mean, it's going to take some off, but the main thing is that you're, you just want to provide that adhesion, that mechanical adhesion. And just sand it until you knock the gloss off. There's no glossy spots. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and get it ready for paint. But reasons that you might not be able to do that, if it's been painted, it may have too many mils of paint on there. It may be too thick. If that's the case, you may have to do a partial strip. Don't necessarily have to take it down to the metal, but you do need to get some of that down. If it's 12, 14 mils, of paint, of coatings on there, you're going to have to take that down to 4 to 6, somewhere around in there. And the way you determine, what the mils are, they've got different gauges. A digital one, it's kind of expensive, but they've also got these little magnet gauges you can stick on there. It has to be a metal surface, and you pull it up, it'll kind of read, how many mils are on there before, it slips off of there. So if the paint's too thick, you're going to have to do a partial strip. Don't necessarily have to take it all the way down to the metal. What we'll usually do is use 180 grit to get it to the mils that we're wanting, and then we need to cut back, and remove those 180 grit scratches. And it's good not to jump over, 100 grit at a time. So what we do is we'll usually go with 180, and then we'll use 220 to minimize the 180 grit scratches, and then we'll use 320 to minimize the 220, and then we'll final sand it with 500 to get it ready for paint. That's what we do. So, and that's worked well for us. Now, other reasons, like if it's peeling, like a lot of times the clears may have got so thin, especially on the top surfaces where it's peeling. It's, basically just coming off because it got so thin from the sun. All that clear coat will have to come off. You don't want to leave any of that on there. If it's peeling down to the primer, you'll have to take all the paint and everything down to the primer. If it's showing rust spots, that's an indication you're going to have to strip it to metal. Just kind of determines on the condition of your paint to answer that question. But if your paint's in good condition, final sand it, get it in the booth. Well, John, I hope that helps answer your question. If not, if I didn't really answer the question you was asking or you need additional information, just let me know in the comment and I'll try to get back to you and either type you a comment or do another video response trying to help you answer this question. As always, thanks for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave a comment, let us know. Be sure and share this video and subscribe to this channel, and we'll talk to you in the next video.